I don't feel like this gets enough attention. In New York, the housing authority, NYCHA, New York City Housing Authority, is the largest landlord in the city. It's one of the largest landlords in the world, really. And it was virtually untouched by this wave of arson. You would have blocks in the Bronx where nearly every building burned down, besides those that were owned by the state, which is just totally bonkers to
Yeah.
consider. Cuts against like every sort of dominant narrative about public housing in the late 20th century, right? The federal government declares that they'll never build another unit of public housing again. And these kinds of, so-called failures of public housing, which were often just the result of under funding and of being under resourced, they're so problematized by this finding that the greatest defense that a building could have against the arson wave was being owned by the state. Like literally the safest place to be was public housing. That is so different from how the like safety public housing equation usually goes, right? Section 8 buildings were actually more likely to be torched than the average building in the private market, right? Those two data points together, more than really any other history I have encountered as an urban historian, underscores, I think, the dangers of commodifying housing and shelter, right? This basic human need, the utter failure of the private market to ensure that those needs can be met. I think it really offers a singular indictment of that private market for housing, our over reliance on it, and its immiserating effects.